How's it going, everybody? It's the Joni Level Fox here, and this is my channel where I talk about anime, video games, cartoons. And today I'm going to be doing what I do best, and that is drawing. So I'm going to just be here drawing live. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy that. Hang on 1 second. All right, and I'm going to be posting a link to my coffee and stuff. I got some. It's kind of fairly new, So if you want to donate to me, you can just check that out. Donate. I have some of some things over there, not a whole lot, but I also got some not safe for work art a little bit over there. So if you want to like definitely subscribe, definitely check that out. Anyways, yeah. So I'm gonna be doing some drawings and stuff. I'm just gonna talk a little bit about my day real quick. Kind of read some Ninja Turtles and whatnot. Hey, what's up, Speed Sonic Star? How's it going? Anyways, I kind of read some of the Saturday morning cartoon for the Ninja Turtles and stuff. That was pretty good and stuff. Pretty nice comic. Yeah, I read a little bit of my Slayers, my little light novel and stuff. It's a little 3 of 1, so it's got like this big poster and everything with it, so that's pretty cool. And if you remember, Slayers is like one of my favorite animes and whatnot. So yeah. All right. Got my little figurines here, Kagome, Tsunade. Check it out. Nothing much. It's been a while. Yep. Hope things are going well for you and everything. Yep. So I hope you enjoy watching me draw. And if you guys have any questions, I probably won't be talking a lot, but if you guys have any questions, just ask. I'll be here. So these are some of my drawings and stuff that I've done. I usually post them on my Instagram and my DeviantArt. So if you guys again want to check that out, it's all over there. Final Fantasy stuff. I usually draw a lot of course, Sonic and Ninja Turtles, as you know. Snake Eyes, Amy right there, Rusty Rose and Black Rose. You know how it is. Of course, my boy Sonic Shadow. I was thinking about drawing on my phone, maybe. Okay, that's pretty cool. Yeah, me, I'm like more of a traditional like artist and stuff like to draw by hand. But yeah, which like I said, I'm gonna be doing that here in a minute. Some Boruto stuff, Samiri, Sally. I have Trip right here. That was Sonic from the IDW comics and stuff when he lost his memory. Little Common America. A lot of Ninja Turtle stuff that I was doing for Inktober. The turtles in their human forms. Batman, Superman stuff, you know. How's it going? What's up? Oh, how's it going, Ashes? I hope you guys can hear me perfectly well. Some Sailor Moon, Boruto versus Gohan. I kind of did it just a little fan drawing of that. I just thought that'd be a little fun. Power Rangers. Been kind of rewatching the Power Rangers and stuff lately. It's pretty cool. Reliving that, some of the last Ronin stuff, some sketches I did. I actually digitally traced over it and stuff. Thanks, Sonic Star. But yeah. Link, Sonic Tails, Blaze for the Year of the Dragon. A little bit of Mummy Knuckles. This is supposed to be Rouge for Valentine's Day. And Skull and Bulk, also from Power Rangers. The Dragon Zord, the Dino Zord, the White Ranger, Power Rangers without their mask on. You know, and if you want to like see a clear shot of this, I'll probably, like I said, I'll post it on my DeviantArt or my Instagram, so you have like, you can definitely see it by itself. Madame Woe, Scorpina, All right, so I'm gonna get started. So I just need to find what exactly do I want to draw. Well, actually, I had some ideas already. I was actually going to draw Knuckles, and then my bonus. And if I have some noise in the background, that's just to entertain myself as well, while I just draw. All right, about to get started. Is it grab my pen? All right. So usually for me, so I'm going to be drawing Knuckles from the trailer. I'm going to draw him on his little motorcycle that he was driving. So I'm going to start with drawing the little headlight. Making sure if I got this the right way, so I won't be drawing this upside down or something crazy like that. Hmm. Yep, definitely from the Knuckles trailer. Because like why not? Plus everyone's doing it, so sometimes you gotta keep up with the trends and all that. And it was cool too. So yeah. Usually I like to draw in pen and all that stuff. Most people, draw in pencil, but I like to draw in pen. Usually professionals or. Like to draw in pen. I've been doing it since I was in high school actually. Um, and I actually picked up this trick offline. I think I remember definitely learning it from Butch Hartman back when like Butch Hartman was actually legit and stuff. He was like, or he was definitely giving up some like legit art advice. I remember him saying like basically like try to draw in pen and don't worry about like messing up and all that stuff. So that's how I switched from drawing in pen to drawing in pencil. A lot of my friends at the time thought it was like really hard and all that stuff, because inevitably you make mistakes. But sometimes when you make mistakes, you just gotta work through them or just work around it. Don't try to always erase your mistakes and stuff like that, you know. So it's a little meta, but also like some truth in that. So like sometimes if you make a mistake, just don't even like reflect on it too much. Don't try to erase it. Just keep going. Acknowledge it and just keep it moving. Unless the whole thing is completely ruined, then that might be something else different. Yeah, it is what it is. I actually kind of wanted to do this stream actually. What's his face? Yesterday, but it was kind of getting late, and I just didn't really feel like it. So yeah, because I was drawing a lot anyways. But yeah, just to have Kiko Mace not in the shot. Hey, what's going on, cool video gamer? Hope you get. I hope you're having a good Sunday today. Mm. I'm hyped for the Knuckles show. Yeah, me too. And stuff. I hope it goes good. I don't want it to be like. I mean, I kind of have like as a fan. I'm kind of like. I'm not saying I'm strict, but I want to like have like at least like some expectation to want to keep watching it over and over again. Um, you know, and instead of it just being like me watching it and it just be like a one and done. You know what I mean? Like a random Netflix kind of thing. But only time will tell. It does look pretty good though. I'm not gonna lie to you. But I definitely did see like this could have been an opportunity where they could have introduced a few more Sonic characters and stuff. It didn't have to be like anyone that tied into like Sonic 3, but it could have been like, oh, okay. They could have introduced like maybe a few more and like probably some villains and whatnot from the Sonic universe outside of just Dr. Eggman. But again, that's just me. Hey, what's up, fierce empathetic Black Queen? How's it going? Hope you're having a good Sunday and everything. Just doing what I'm doing best, and that is drawing. But I get what you mean. Yeah, yeah. But again, I mean, but don't get me wrong though. I'm not saying that the trailer wasn't good at all. I mean, it was pretty decent and stuff. I just felt like I said in the which call, I just felt like they kind of just rehashed a bunch of stuff from like the first Sonic movie, and they're just throwing in random like no like just random throwaway villains. And I'm like, you know, now would have probably been a cool time to insert chaos or something. But that's just my opinion. I think the show is gonna be mid just to hype Sonic season three. I mean, I said season three. Sonic 3. Yeah, maybe, but at least we're at least getting that and stuff versus like waiting all the way to like December or something. Because I don't want to like just be like, oh, okay, well, I've waited like the entire year to go see it, you know what I mean? To see this movie and stuff like that. But yeah, at least we're getting like we got something. But I hope it would definitely be pretty good and entertaining and stuff. I will admit the main villain looks not bad, but I didn't expect it to be a human. I thought we've gotten a Sonic villain. Yeah. Or another idea, crazy idea. Hang on. I meant spelling Knuckles, my bad. Oh no, you're good, empathetic Black Widow. I didn't even notice you misspelled Knuckles. It's all good. But nah, or another idea actually that they had, or I think they could have done, is like they originally had scrapped an idea where they wanted to use like they for the first movie they had it like an idea. They wanted to make a movie only villain called Rava the Destroyer and stuff. He's supposed to be like some lizard like creature that was supposed to be going up against Sonic and stuff. They probably could have scrapped him and used him for Knuckles and stuff for that show. In retrospect and stuff, that would have been probably cool. And he actually did appear in the prequel comic too. I watched the Sonic 3 trailer as well. What'd you think of it, empathetic Black Queen? Oh yeah, and by the way, I got the prequel comic right here. I was gonna put some of the images in the video, but I kind of forgot. But Yeah, let me get to this part that I forgot to put up. And this is a good comic though. I gotta really put this in a sleeve or something because I've had this for like, well, for a hot minute, since like a year or so. Hmm. I know I saw it. There you go, right here. So look, Vector and SVO right here. Okay, I'm like, yeah, they can easily put them into the movies and stuff. That'd be awesome. But anyways, but yeah, that would be awesome if they did that. They can just throw in more characters and stuff, and they team up with Knuckles or go up against them, something. You know. But that's how I personally feel. But I was thinking they could have used this villain right here. There you go, right here. That's Rava. That originally he was supposed to be the main villain of the first movie, but they scrapped the idea, and I was like, okay. I mean, I'm not against it, but they could have like used the idea later for another project, like Knuckles, for example. Versus what we're getting now with this whole weird Whiplash like villain. But it is what it is. Did you really think Agent Stone could be intimidating in any way? No, I mean I don't think he'd be intimidating, but I'm not gonna lie. In this story right here, which I know I should be drawing, Agent Stone, this is a pretty decent story in my opinion, where he's actually like, oh, okay, it's like a little side story of how he took over this little coffee shop and stuff. I know it's a little goofy and stuff, but it kind of shows like with this narration and stuff that he can actually be kind of like, oh, okay, this guy. But Snively, though, I know what you're talking about from earlier because of Snively. I was talking about in the prequel comic, intimidating. Yeah, like he was all right. He was pretty decent and stuff. Here, like I actually liked how he was taking a lot of like Eggman's philosophies and kind of incorporating it into like his thought process. But that's just me. I had a question. What are your thoughts on Netflix Avatar: Last Airbender trailer? I'm very. Oops. I'll get back to you guys in a second. Hang on. So, what are my thoughts on the Avatar: Last Airbender trailer? The trailer looked pretty nice. It's just everything what I've been hearing on the side about this other stuff, like what is it they're talking about? Like taking out the sexism and all that stuff, which I'm like, but that was kind of a part of the Water Nation's culture was that like women weren't supposed to like take on certain roles and stuff like that, or whatever, like Sokka, whatever, like his whole humbling moment, like I can't speak, his humbling moment against the Kyoshi warriors and stuff, where Sokka ends up learning from them and stuff like that, and becomes a lot more open-minded and respectful to like some people like Toph, Tara, and Suki, of course. But yeah, but the trailer looks nice. Costumes are on point. The CGI is pretty good. I don't have a problem with the trailer, but it's mostly like everything else though, empathetic Black Queen that I hear on the side that is like terrible to me. It's like I hate that. Like I hate hearing that. Or I don't yeah, or like Aang's gonna be less adventurous and he's gonna be like getting these psychic premonitions or whatever that he's like, oh okay, well to move the plot forward. I'm like, that's not that's not that's not Aang, bro. Like Aang is supposed to like, he's I mean he's a kid and yeah, he's a wise little monk and all that, but he's still a kid, meaning like he likes to have fun. He likes to take detours and stuff like that, and he likes to just have fun and stuff versus be like down and serious or whatever. That's kind of like the whole point of why he ran away from his responsibilities and stuff. But yeah, but I'm definitely a huge Avatar fan. Back in the day, I know a lot of the Avatar lore. Um, I have pretty much every episode of Avatar: The Last Airbender because I have the entire box set. Um, for the most part, and I yeah, so it's a lot. Okay, It's definitely it's a lot. But I'm definitely a fan. Not to mention, I mean, I even like Legends of Korra. I know a lot of people don't like Legends of Korra, but personally myself, I actually think it was a pretty decent series. I didn't think it was bad, like everyone else thinks it is. But again, that's just me. Sokka was funniest, a little sexist, but he had not but sexist so much. He still had sympathy on everyone around him. He was overprotective, but made found him developing very well. Yeah, it's mainly because Sokka was used to like the people in his like village and stuff. Like because the men in his village had certain roles and the women in his village had certain. So like his mom, for example, she wasn't a fighter or anything, but she was like, oh, okay. She was nurturing, like she was nurturing and stuff, did like, the mom stuff, she was like a housewife. Whereas Hakoda, um Sokka and Katara's dad, Hakoda he was a warrior and stuff. He was a soldier, leader, and all that stuff, for the most part. So it makes sense why Sokka like grew up like that. It's not like it's a terrible thing or it's like the worst thing in the world. It's like, yeah, or where you gotta like censor it. It's like, yeah. And that's the problem with everything nowadays is that they gotta censor everything. I used to originally Avatar in my opinion, Korra well as well, but Korra the finale but failed in my opinion. In my opinion, Legends of Korra, I mean, I think it was a good show overall. It's just like I have to say, in my opinion, like the second season was kind of what killed the momentum and stuff. Because the first season, in my opinion, was like well written. It was well done. I like that for the most part. At first, I didn't like how Amon turned out to be a bender the entire time, but it's kind of also dangerous too. But yeah, and that it was also kind of hypocritical. But still, don't lie. Amon was definitely a cool. He was definitely a cool villain. And to be honest with you, Legends of Korra definitely had a lot of pretty good villains like Amon, Zahir. Um, well, I don't know what to really consider Unalaq to be a cool villain, but the whole Dark Avatar thing though. But still, I think season 2 and 4 are lackluster, while season 1 and 3 are great. Yeah, I don't blame you, Ashes. To me, season 4 was all right, but season 2, in my opinion, well, I didn't think season 2 was bad, but I think that like season 2, um, just definitely was not a good season for Cora because Cora, Jesus Christ, like I'm like, yeah, she definitely was an unlikable character in season 2. Like she became a lot arrogant, cocky. She was she was a terrible girlfriend to Mako and stuff. Like she made that entire relationship between her and Mako toxic and all that. I just didn't like it. To be honest with you. And my thing is I just think that Cora is just not mature enough to handle like to hold down or manage a relationship like that. Mainly because if you didn't know, Cora kind of grew up without really any friends apart from like the White Lotus and stuff, but she never really had any friends to grow up with until she met like Mako and Bolin in Republic City and stuff. And then that was when, oh, okay, she had friends, but she's never been in a relationship. First relationship was with Mako, didn't work out, immature, blase blase. Yeah, water tribes are based off it. Insuous as water tribe are very primal. They're not civilizations like Fire Nation or Kingdom, and Air Nomad are very monks. They based on Tibet. Yeah, like a lot of people think that like the water tribe or like the people in the water tribe like Sokka and Guitar are black. But to be honest with you, like everyone in Avatar is like pretty much Asian. Like I looked it up, all of them are Asian. Earth Kingdom, the Fire Nation, the Air Nation, all of them are they're all Asian, okay, including the Water Nation as well. They're based off of like some kind of like I think East Asians and stuff like that. So they're not black. Okay, that'd be like saying a person who is Indian, and I'm not talking about Native American. That's like saying an Indian is black. Like no, dark. I dropped my markers. Dark skin, sure, but not they're not black. So it's weird when people be like, um, Qatar is supposed to be like this, soccer is supposed to be like this. Like, no, they're not black, dude. Or it's supposed to be black. No. And I'm not gonna lie, I used to think that too myself, but they're not. And that's fine. Water tribes are Eastern Siberians. Yeah, something like that. What color should I start with? All right. So usually when I draw, I like to start off with the lighter colors for the darker ones. So when I draw or when I color, I just, start with the lighter stuff, so that won't get like darkened while I'm coloring. But yeah, I guess you'll see how this one will turn out. Water tribes are mainly based off Siberian culture, have Asiatic appearances made sense. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, yeah, all of them are Asian. They're not, not like there's no one that's black or whatever, white in Avatar. I mean, I'm not complaining about the casting or anything, or oh, they didn't cast a certain person. I'm not complaining about that at all. Honestly, I think the casting looks great and stuff. It's definitely better than the Last Airbender by M Night Shyamalan. I mean, Siberian Yupnik. Oh, well, I don't know what that is. Sorry, empathetic by Queen, like the history and all that. But anyways, but yeah, M Night Shyamalan though. I mean, M Night Shyamalan. I mean, I'm gonna give him credit. I mean, at least he got into it because of his daughter and all that stuff, and he wanted to like try to give like his best and stuff, but he had to cut out some parts. But basically, he just made a Last Airbender movie, but kind of like he tried to like condense it into like a season one and stuff, and then it kind of like felt like a documentary than anything because I've rewatched that movie a few times over the years, and I'm like, yeah, this honestly, I see the problem now. It really feels like a documentary. It's kind of boring. It's bland, like etc. I gave Netflix casting a pass. Nice. I'll definitely check it out when it gets here, though. Make no mistake about it, like the One Piece style thing, because the One Piece live action thing really opened my mind up to like, okay, maybe I'm not so gun ho against live action stuff. I mean, and it's not like anime live action stuff can't possibly ever work and stuff. It can work, but it's just like you either gotta consider a budget, you gotta stay with the source material and all that, and especially in this day and age, like what they've been doing with Hollywood and all that stuff, yeah, we would probably get some like Cowboy Bebop or whatever, and we just don't got the time for it, which is kind of weird. You would have expected black people in areas like the desert or Earth Kingdom. Yeah, probably. I mean, there were some dark skinned people inside the Earth Kingdom though, but like I said, I don't really think. Yeah, I don't think they had any black characters except for maybe Guru Batik and stuff. Yeah, Guru Patik might have been the only black person, but I think he might have been Indian though. Which I know I just got done saying that I don't really think Indian's black, but yeah, Guru Patik, he might be what's his face? Earth Kingdom, Fire Nation are based off of East Asian countries, mainly Fire Nation based off of Japan. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like yeah. I mean, I was thinking like yeah, but definitely Japan though. I'm not yeah, but definitely Asian like countries in general. Like I'm just like yeah. All right. So what do you guys think of that so far? And if you guys are hearing what I'm hearing in the background, I'm watching Mortal Kombat Dashi. I want at least something in the background to kind of like, keep my concentration up. He's not green, non-canon. You're not a true Sonic fan. You think about Chaos Knuckles. Yeah, I already know. But Chaos Knuckles was kind of decent though. Um, Probably should have saw more of him though. But yeah, he was definitely like godlike and stuff in terms of like lore, and so it was like power and all that stuff and power scaling. Yeah, he was like really powerful. I think it's good. Thanks, Empathetic Blackwing. Interjack is the best version of Knuckles in my opinion. Yeah, actually, I remember probably one of the first times that I actually had or bought something from the Archie comics and stuff was like that one storyline where um, Knuckles became Interjack. That was like one of my first kind of like, well, not exposures to the Archie comics. That would probably be Sonic X actually, the comics and whatnot. But I would say my first like when I actually like was a teenager and I first like got it, I was like, oh, okay, like Knuckles is like this powerful demigod and stuff as Interjack, and he's like possessed or something, and he was like fighting Sonic and Shadow and all of the well, pretty much entire Knothole. Forget the Freedom Fighters, everyone versus Knuckles, including the Chaotix and Julie Sue, his girlfriend. I was like, dang. Hmm. And where's that black? Such a relief to talk about Sonic without constant debates about Sally being naked is bad. I'm surprised people are still complaining about that though. Archie Comics has been canceled eternally ago. Yeah, that is dumb. I'll talk about that actually in a second. Good thing I completed the series of Avatar DVD. Yeah, yeah, Avatar is a great series. Definitely one of my favorite cartoons growing up was definitely Avatar. Like even after the show had ended, because I kind of like when I first got into Avatar, I kind of jumped in around like season two when I was like a kid, and then of course I watched like the reruns and all that stuff inevitably. and then season three. Here it is. And then I jumped in on like season three and stuff, and then I remember like on that day when they like finished that last episode, it was like hyped, you know, like all those like last episodes and stuff. I loved it, every minute of those episodes. But anyways, yeah, like the play and stuff, remember? Or like yeah, but definitely the ending though, of course, like the final battle against like Aang and Ozai. Like I remember that day. I was like day and everything. It was awesome. But anyways, but yeah, I guess it is nice to talk about other things than Sally being naked. Like it is a dumb to me, like to be honest with you, and look, you already know Ashley's I'm not a huge Archie or Sadium fan, but yeah, or I'm not even a Sanali fan or huge fan of Sally like that anymore. But yeah, I just think in general that it's kind of dumb that people are talking about, oh, Sally's naked and all that. I just feel like sometimes that's just a bad straw man, you know, that people will just make up to like really just not like the character. I'm like, yeah, but like I don't know, because you've seen so many anthro characters and stuff and like other stuff like Looney Tunes or whatever. So it's like, okay, and like what about it? But yeah. And Sally does have a pretty decent, like it does have a pretty good design and everything too, in general. I got nothing against it, but it's just like, the naked thing. People was like, I'm like, yeah, that's kind of a straw man, bro. Or like people not liking her because she's bossy or whatever. I mean, depends, but but yeah, or just hating other characters just because they were created in America or Europe. True. Um, I don't know, like, yeah, I guess yeah, some people would just hate it, like yeah, like certain characters and stuff. That were released or whatever, either in America, UK, Europe, Japan, who knows? Or maybe if like they're not canon, you know what I mean? Like, oh, well, this character isn't canon or whatever. I'm just like, I mean, you can still enjoy non-canon stuff or unofficial, like, even if it's not like canon or related to the games, like, you can still enjoy it. It's like kind of even like the Dragon Ball Z movies, like the Dragon Ball Z movies, like most of the movies weren't even canon, but yet you can still enjoy them, right? Hell, you could probably enjoy the non-canon movies even more so than the canon ones that they got in Dragon Ball Super right now. To be honest, Sally was animal. That'd be like saying Donald Duck as naked dudes in no pants. Yeah, and on top of that, I mean, hang on. I wouldn't say it used to bug me entirely like that as a kid, but sometimes as a kid, I was just like, this is kind of a little weird. Like for the Ninja Turtles, for example, I used to like when I draw the Ninja Turtles. Sometimes when I was a kid, I used to draw the Ninja Turtles like wearing like I don't know clothes sometimes, or maybe they're probably wearing like some pants or whatever. Um, and now it's ironic because now I'm like, yeah, I rather see the Ninja Turtles go back to not wearing any clothing or pants right now than what they're doing right now in the IDW comics. Because in the IDW comics, they got them running around wearing pants and stuff, and I'm just like, yeah, that's kind of tacky though. And they're supposed to be aquatic, so yeah, I did a whole rant about that. If you guys remember, the fear sympathetic like, well, it seems like it's okay for the boys, but it's inappropriate for the girls. So do they have fur? Yeah, and that's just another thing that I just kind of just like pushed it back in my head as well as like, well, I mean, technically they got fur, so and not to mention clothes can be made out of like fur can be, well, clothes can be made out of fur, so technically they are sort of wearing clothes or their parts aren't exposed or whatever. Just I'm like, yeah, I'd rather not think about it. That was like how I was when I was a kid. But yeah, like I said, just a dumb argument. Oh, fact Finland banned Donald Duck from wearing pants. Well, they were wearing clothes in the back to the source for a reason. Yeah, probably for merchandise and stuff. And I'm not against that. I'm not against like the turtles wearing clothes in general, like wearing clothes. But I mean, like in the IDW comics, they kind of just wear it casually now. And I don't want to see them wearing clothes casually or always just constantly wearing clothes and stuff like that. I think Sophie Campbell tried to explain that, like, well, realistically, if they were teaching martial arts at a dojo and stuff like that, then they would have to wear clothes. And I'm like, but they're in the half shells though. But back to the swords. Actually, in the 2003 series in general, they wore clothes from time to time, usually where they're in like disguises and stuff like that, or whatever. Yeah, but sometimes it's also for merchandise reasons too. And I'm assuming that's for like back to the swords when they like they had the little what was it, the little cyber outfits and stuff. Yeah. Then you guys saw my name. All right. So what do you guys think? All right. What is it? Here we go. All right. That's one down. All right, so I'm going to start with the head. It's kind of cool. Thanks. I hope if there won't be any funny jokes about Russians and Siberians in Knuckle Show. That was the cringiest part in the second movie. Yeah. Inevitably, they probably will put the little jokes and stuff in there, like little childish jokes. Probably not the Siberian and Russian jokes. I guess Ashes, but they're not gonna. I don't think they'll do that unless they go to like Siberia or something like that again. But I doubt it. But they definitely will do the childish jokes and stuff. I hope that's also something I kind of like. One of the flaws of the movies and stuff is that they kind of do a lot of the a lot of childish jokes and stuff. And I'm not against like it not taking itself entirely too seriously, but still, you know, it's like yeah. Hey, Keenus Fox, you heard Laurie Hughes is on DeviantArt again? Oh, please tell me his DeviantArt account. I'm pretty sure like I know he deleted his last one and he like started a brand new one and everything. So I'm like, man, I don't know, maybe because of in hiding or something. Because I think he personally deleted. I didn't think he last time he didn't I don't think he just got kicked off out of nowhere or whatever. Or I could be wrong. The thing is, Russia is not like not just Siberia and Moscow, even though we have a huge chunk of empty land. Yeah. Definitely would be nice to visit Russia though, you know, get out of the states and stuff and like travel, you know, have a change of scenery and everything. It's Sega fan and Nintendo fan 21. All right, appreciate it. Supersonic Studios. I'm just like, yeah, because I know he started. I had a feeling I was like, I know he started like a new account or something on DeviantArt, and I like because he always be like doing something. Like I know he's always starting like a new account every time he gets his old account deleted and just changes up the name. Like last time it was Linux J. I'm not gonna harass Laurie Hughes or anything like that, or I'm not gonna like keep making fun of him and whatnot. At least not right now. I'm just like, yeah. I mean, I already said what I had to say. Um, and plus, it's not like he can really defend himself at the moment, either. Or you know what I mean? It's like, yeah. And plus, I'm like, yeah. And plus, I've already talked about him enough, anyways. And some people were getting tired of it. I was gonna get a little tired of it. I'm like, yeah, that what's done is done. But hey, like I said, if he does say something, maybe I will probably chime in here and there. If you ever get a chance sometime in the future, you should join me in Sonic Rush on Discord chat sometime. I actually was in a Discord chat with like yeah, I was like one time in a like yeah. I would definitely like to do that though. Just let me know whenever you guys want to do that. Or whatever, and I can just check my schedule and we can like all chat it up. And stuff. I don't know if in general or you could talk about Laurie Hughes or Sonic Rush's project about the prototypes because that was actually pretty cool. I was looking into his live streams of that. But yeah. But anyways, but yeah, I definitely I'm open to that idea. As long as he's not coming back to YouTube, there's no point in to notice him. Yeah, yeah, he's probably not coming back to YouTube, but regardless, I'm just like, yeah, I just gotta take a break on that guy because I'm just like, man, I broke him. I broke him mentally and stuff. Like I live rent free in this man's head, and it's crazy. I'm pretty sure he already got me blocked anyways on my DeviantArt account because he had me blocked last time on his Linux J, and I'd never interacted with him. I was like, oh, well, I can't see his stuff. But little did he know that I have another account, or you can probably just log off and just search up his name and like literally find his stuff right there, and bam, you got yourself Laura Hughes. Well, I'm free tomorrow, so I can chat tomorrow if you like. Unfortunately, I will probably not be able to show up tomorrow because I have to work throughout the entire week because my job really relies on me a lot, apparently. And unfortunately, I do not have my car either, so that's just my luck. So I had to rely on one of my family members to take me to work. So there's that, which I'm grateful for. But I'm just like, dang. But it is what it is. Life, right? But anywho, what else was I gonna say here? Laura Hughes. But yeah, so I'm pretty sure he already got me blocked anyways on his whole new account that I don't even know about. So yeah. Okay, so when would be a good time to chat? Honestly, probably next weekend, really. I would say like next Saturday or Sunday. If you're yeah. Oh yeah, I was talking about me and Sonic Rush though. Yeah, so we did actually have a live like a live chat in Discord. But unfortunately, like what's his face? Sonic Rush was gonna post it, but he I think he lost the like the footage or the recording or whatever, so he never was able to post it. So I was like, dang, because we had a good old conversation and everything talking about Laurie Hughes. It was hilarious. Okay. So what do you guys think? Do you guys think that Sonic Prime would be better than the new Knuckles series, or do you think the new Knuckles series would be better than Sonic Prime? For me, um, I don't know. I think Sonic Prime might be a little bit better until we see otherwise. But tell me down below what you guys think about the Knuckles series. Like, do you think it will be better than Sonic Prime or not? This is based off that fiery fist Knuckles from the trailer, and also kind of Panda King. If you guys play Sly Cooper and stuff, yeah, I actually yeah, Panda King was a pretty cool villain and stuff for anti-hero inside Sly Cooper. Like he looks like a little cool redemption arc in the third game. So that was pretty nice. I was not expecting that 180 because in the first game, man, he was evil. But yeah, and he like killed a lot of people and stuff. But yeah, I think Knuckles series would be more boring than Sonic Prime. Even though I wasn't impressed with Prime at all. Dang, that's sad to hear. But yeah. But for the Knuckles trailer, like I said, I don't have too many high expectations for the show. I was just saying like, yeah, there were like probably a ton of possibilities that he could have done here. But who knows? Because we only seen like I can already theorize what they're probably going to do for episode one. That's going to be probably about Knuckles being at home, the Sonic and Tails scene, and then he's probably going to set out. And then think I have a general feeling what the last episodes will probably be, and that will probably be like Knuckles, of course, dealing with the big bad, and then pretty much I guess he goes back home to Sonic and Tails or something like that. I guess, but yeah. But I really hope they don't. I really hope that the Sonic movie universe doesn't take the MCU route, where you know we all know where the MCU is at right now, and I really don't. I really hope it does not take that route, where they're just like putting out like they're just chiming out like random stuff just to chime it out. Because that would also be bad. Like, okay, now that Knuckles got a show, we're gonna give Shadow a show, and now that Shadow's got a show, we're gonna give Team Chaotix a show, and then we're gonna make it like Guardians of the Galaxy. Now that Team Chaotix got a show, we're gonna make a show about I don't know, Team Rose or something. Like, nah, save all this for the movie, bro, or the or like at least these spin-off series or something. Most likely, I'll make you mad, but Tales of TMC show might be better than Knuckles show. Well, if that's your opinion, then that's your opinion. But I'm not gonna be mad about that. I mean, if that's your stance or your opinion, I disagree with it because I really you know how I feel about the Tales of TMNT thing. That show, the Mutant Mayhem thing, that sucks. I never want that to ever be revisit. I never wanted that movie universe to ever be explored again. I really don't want to see them what they're gonna do with Casey or April or anything. Well, they already screwed up with April. I don't want to see what they do to Casey. I don't want to see what they do to Shredder. I'm just like, nah, they messed up bad, like royally. Okay, they messed up royally. I was just like, nah, this ain't it. But to be honest with you, though, I think they should probably focus like I think they should really focus on either the IDW comics or the 1987 series. Like, and what I mean by that is like I mean like I wish that they would how do I put this without IDW comics? I wish that they make like a bunch of tie-ins and stuff like movies and video games. Like what was it? The Mutant Mayhem game, not the movie, but the game. That was sort of a tie-in to or kind of a spin-off of IDW and stuff. I think it was a little unofficial, but still, they could have something like that, or or something, or the '87 like series. Like they've been doing all this with the '87 series, and I was just watching. If you remember, I mentioned like I was rewatching the 2012 series, and I was just thinking, man, I just hate how like some of these like shows like 2003 and 2012, even though I love these shows, I hated how they like kind of treated the '87 series as if they're not like good in its own right, or if they're not like competent fighters or anything like that. I was like, that was dumb because they're actually pretty good. But right now they kind of like they got like stuff like the video games, and they got stuff like what is it called, the Saturday morning cartoon that I just showed earlier and stuff going for them. And I'm like, yeah, these are cool, or they're cool. Team Rose would be a little cringe. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like a Team Rose, like imagine that, a Team Rose show. I mean, I can probably imagine that being like a short or something, like how they did like many adventures and stuff. Like, okay, that's like a one-off thing. But as a show, no. And that's what like Marvel's been doing and all that stuff. They've been like just throwing in all these like random like characters and stuff and just giving them, you get a show, you get a show, Echo gets a show, Eternals gets a movie, Shang-Chi. I'm like, who are these people again? I sort of know Shang-Chi, I guess, or I've heard of him. I've heard of Echo, but I'm just like, I don't think she deserves a whole movie. She's like a Daredevil side character for the most part, but whatever. But anyways, what else was I saying? Something about Shang-Chi. But yeah, but nah. I wish Nickelodeon and VidCom would make an actual big budget TMNT game, since they are speculations the last Ronin game might be canceled. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot to mention that. I actually heard that yeah, they might cancel the last Ronin game, and that kind of sucks too if they do that. Because I'm just like, but The Last Ronin was a big hit though. But yeah, 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 that would be crazy. Um, but no, what I'm saying is though, I just kind of want the story and all that stuff, and like I want the universe to kind of tie in with one linear thing versus just have all these like random like versions or variants of like the Ninja Turtles and stuff. Like, okay, we're gonna just reboot after the next what um Rise came out in what 2018, right? So like we're here with Mutant Mayhem, and it's like 4 or so years later. My math might be off. Yeah, way off. It's 2020. Well, it came out in 2023. So what? Yeah, like 5 years and stuff. We're gonna reboot, and I'm just like, no, just stick with one thing at a time. Like just take it one step at a time. That would be nice too. And just focus on one thing. But nah, Mutant Mayhem though. I'm like, nah. I'd rather see I'd rather see less of that. I'm like, I'm not even gonna watch the show to be honest with you. Or maybe a little bit, but I'm not gonna like actually like watch it like dedicate like I wish the TMNT last running game counting developing. Yeah, it definitely would be awesome if they still had that up. But yeah, Echo is a bitch in the actual show. Due to Echo being too harsh to her family. Empathetic Black Queen. I didn't really watch Echo, but and I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't watch the show, but what can I say? Yeah, I mean, I'm just like, but Echo, from what I've been hearing, if her whole goal is to like basically just steal Kingpin's empire, then that doesn't mean that she's an anti-hero or a hero at all or a superhero for that matter. If anything, she's still evil. Like she's still a villain. She's not remorseful for actions or her crimes that she's committed on behalf of the Kingpin. It's just that, oh, okay, she's just a rival trying to steal territory from the Kingpin or trying to steal his business. I'm like, yeah, that doesn't make her heroic at all, or that doesn't make me want to root for the character. Um, in that case, like, nah. But yeah, but I'm just like, yeah. And plus, I don't have Disney Plus anyways, and I'm not getting Disney Plus back right now, or I don't have a reason to want to get it back, especially not for Echo. Uh, Probably for the old animated series, but if I ever want to revisit the animated series like Spider-Man, X-Men, Iron Man, or whatever, Hulk, or Fantastic Four or something like that, I would probably try to get the box sets because I love collecting DVDs and stuff like that. If you know me personally, and if you really know me personally, I love DVDs. Okay, I always have like box sets. Like I said earlier, I have the entire Avatar box set of the entire series and stuff that I can rewatch whenever I so please. Same thing for like stuff like Batman Beyond and all that because those are like some of my favorite shows. Even though I guess I probably complain that I don't really have not much to watch, but still, I mean, I love watching those things, especially like hearing the director's commentary and stuff like that. Like even on those Avatar like DVDs and stuff, they have like um, Brian Brian Konietzko and Michael DiMartino's monologues and stuff with their director's commentary. And I kind of miss that actually from like DVDs and stuff. Like they don't even put that in extras and stuff anymore, unless it was made in like the 2000s or something like that, or maybe the early 2010s. But that was something I always missed. Deleted scenes and stuff like that. I always love that about DVDs and stuff is that they always like put on the stuff that you wouldn't really see in the movies or stuff you can't even really even see in streaming services. Oops. I'm always losing the black marker. Here we go. But yeah, what was I gonna say? Something about not to mention Sonic Knuckles. So yeah, like I was like even thinking like, I forgot to mention they could have also even added in like to Cal even to the show. I think we do have like one extra Echidna and stuff. It might be Petromac. We don't know. Um, that'd be interesting if it was him, or maybe this other Echidna that had appeared inside Sonic Chronicles Dark Brotherhood. But I don't think they could really use any of those characters though. But yeah, what was I gonna say? Something about Chronicles. But yeah, but it also would have been cool too to see Takao and whatnot. Just watched Master of the Air episode 1 and 2. Oh, what's Master of Air? Unless you're talking about like the first episodes of Avatar, episode Black Queen. Masters of Air is about Korean War. Oh, okay. Is that on like Netflix or something? No, in the 2024 Masters of Air setting, World War II. Oh, that's pretty cool. Is it like a documentary or something, or like some kind of like dramatization? I used to watch World War II movies because I was working Flock 44, or Flock 45 Pacifica. Oh, that's pretty cool. Empathetic Black Queen. I think I remember you talking about that. I think in Ruby King's stream, if I'm not mistaken. Or not talking about it, but I think I remember you bringing up something about working at Flock 44 or something like that. If you want, you can definitely tell me what you do and all that stuff in the little chat and all that. I mean, I'd definitely be interested in hearing about it. It's on Apple Plus TV. Oh, dang. I don't have Apple Plus. I could get it if I want to, but nah. I got like Netflix and all that. HBO Max. I like to definitely go into HBO Max. Hulu. I don't really use Hulu, but my family does. Yeah. Also, I got Crunchyroll too, so if you're watching anime and all that on TV, and that is Flaming Fist Knuckles. Also reminds me of like Sonic Heroes where Knuckles can do that. 24, was it 11? 2. Oops. All right, that is two down. One more to go and then a bonus. Knocked over Kagome. I'll be back in 1 second, guys. The series is similar to HBO Max's Band of Brothers. The Pacific is being produced by the same team behind the series Masters of Air. Yes, that was on Ruby King's stream, which I mentioned it about it. I need to find some spare time to rewatch Downfall. Such an interesting perspective on final days of World War II. Yeah, that would definitely that's definitely would be interesting. Mm, I collect over 18 World War II DVDs. That's pretty nice. Right now, I'm drawing Knuckles' dad from the movie. I thought he had a pretty cool design. Definitely better than Locke. Watch World War II channels about both Americans and Nazis perspective. Oh. Yeah, that's actually something I wanted to look into. Actually, I wanted to look more into like the Nazis kind of perspective. Because if I'm gonna like, I was thinking about making like villains and stuff like that for like my own kind of like comics, and I was like, if I made it like a terrorist organization or something, I kind of wanted to base it like understand like why people base like terrorist organizations off of Nazis and stuff to kind of like too bad there isn't a single movie about Attack of the Dead Man that happened in World War I. There's only one Russian short film made by One Tank Strategy Game Company. Interesting. But yeah, I definitely would love to look more into like, or I should probably want to look more into um Nazis and stuff to kind of understand their point of view and to definitely get into like the whole character thing so I can like so like when I create my own comics and stuff like that and I make like the villains and stuff like that like terrorists, I was like, oh, okay, that's believable, or versus it being some kind of exaggeration and stuff. Attack of the Dead Man was brutal event. Hey, hmm. So what do you guys think so far? Pretty good. Thanks. Pretty good. Thanks. None of you guys know how the Knuckles show will be until it comes out. I mean, it's already been confirmed that the leaked storyboard of Sonic 3 is fake too. Hmm. True. But I mean, it is fair to have some criticism though, or to at least be cautiously optimistic, because you never know. But I'd rather be positive right now than be negative, and at least have something to like look forward to. You know. I was glad that that the storyboard for Sonic 3 is not real. So I hope it will be good. Oh, I didn't really see the fake storyboard or anything. But maybe I'll probably check it out later though and see what's up with that. It's all just fake stuff people are trying to do to make the movie look bad, but Sega has called them out the fakes post they made for the movie. I wonder what those fake storyboards would probably be. Damn, I messed up. Oh well. But like I said earlier, sometimes you just gotta like Oh, sorry about that, Sonic. Sorry, I haven't read most of your stuff. Some of them involved Amy and Metal Sonic, but the director of the movies have said on Twitter in an interview that Amy and Metal Sonic would not be in the Sonic movies. Well, I hope they will be in the Sonic movies. I would love to see that. Loki, they could have also even added Amy to to the Knuckles series, and then she could have also teamed up with Knuckles or something. That would have been cool to see. And then they could have subtly just introduced them in the third movie and be like, "Oh yeah, this is Knuckles' friend and whatnot." You know, I hope we hope not. Really, I don't want to see Amy just be a sidekick that comes out of nowhere. I mean, I don't want her to be like just coming out of nowhere, but I mean, just like they introduce her in the Knuckles series, and then like in the Sonic 3 movie, she can be like, yeah, I'm a friend of Knuckles, and I come to help, and then she starts crushing on Sonic and stuff. That would be cool. Or if that can be, that's doable, you know. Versus like, yeah, I'm just saying, I hope they don't like throw in a lot of stuff in on the Knuckles series, like for example, WandaVision, because WandaVision, you have to watch WandaVision to kind of understand. Hang on, you have to watch WandaVision to kind of understand Doctor Strange too. Even though if you watch Doctor Strange, you probably wouldn't even have, and just Doctor Strange by itself, you probably wouldn't even know who Wanda or Scarlet Witch is, for that matter, unless you read comics and stuff like that. So that's why I'm like, yeah, I don't want it to be like that, but a little bit more subtle, you know. But again, that's just me, because we know like Knuckles in the movies and stuff, he's been around places and he's traveled across the galaxy and all that stuff. So it'll make sense too that, oh, okay, you might have some friends on the side or something like that. Knowing how many brats had begged them to put them in, I don't think we're going to see Amy and Metal Sonic anytime soon. It's sad truth, but it is most likely we're not gonna see them. Dang. I would love to definitely see Amy and Metal Sonic. I mean, it makes sense to put in Amy though, because she's like she's the main like one of the main female characters and stuff. And of course she's been in just about everything, like Sonic Superstars, but yeah, she's been in Sonic Superstars and everything, the animations, the comics and stuff, like everyone knows who Amy is. So it's not like, yeah, even the kids. So it's like I don't know why they would shy away from not wanting to put her in the movies. And then Metal Sonic, Metal Sonic's a good rival for Sonic as well. So I don't know why you would ask him. Not you, Sonic Star, but I'm just saying, like, I'm saying like the movie guys and all that stuff. I'm like, huh, that'd be weird. But again, I had to wait and see. They might put Rouge in the Sonic 3 movie though, because again, I mean, if they're adapting Sonic what's his face, then yeah, makes sense. He's supposed to be really crouching down, but kind of messed up a little bit here. But oh well. I think Amy will eventually be in the movies. Don't have many hopes for Metal though. I expect them to create a new Retro Bot. Yeah, I'm not really sure if they'll probably throw in Metal Sonic or not, because I remember they were talking about like Jim Carrey and stuff retiring and all that, and now he's kind of coming back for Sonic 3, which is cool. So maybe we might get Metal Sonic, but when I heard that he was quitting all that stuff, I was like, oh, well in that case we probably won't be seeing Metal Sonic unless it's gonna be like an Android 13 situation where he made this random like robot version of Sonic and stuff, and it's like, oh, it's active now, and it's gonna like come for him and everything. Yeah, unless it's something like that. I don't really see, like, you know what I mean? Right. If she does put her in, I don't want her to be Sonic's love interest. they should make her look up to Sonic as like an older brother figure and not a boyfriend figure. I mean, who knows? Maybe both. Well, I know that's two different messages and stuff. But I'm saying though, because some girls, like my sister, for example, she tells me like, um, my sister, she tells me that like, when she looks up to like a male role model and stuff, sometimes it's like her boyfriends and stuff. She admires them, um, and whatnot. As like an older brother ish kind of figure, but also like, you know what I mean? Right. So it's not impossible, but I hope they don't do something crazy like make her like annoying or make her like obsessive. And like at best they'll probably make her a little girly and stuff like that. It's not gonna be like she a little bit too impressionable, but she's all right, I guess. That's the type of feeling that I'm probably gonna get from that. But yeah. Mm, it would be so hilarious if the movies make Sonic asexual and aromantic. I can only imagine that the size of Sonic fans' nuclear explosion. Highly doubt it. I doubt that they'll try to make Sonic asexual or some crazy shit like that. I mean, since he's still kind of young, he'd probably be like disinterested in like really pursuing a relationship or anything. But some people speculate that Sonic's asexual. He's not asexual. Come on, like we all know that's not true. But I just don't think that he's really interested in pursuing a relationship at the moment. And then as for movie Sonic, I mean, he's still kind of like a kid in a sense, and like still kind of growing into being a teenager. So I'm assuming that he'll probably be like what 15 or something by the second movie. I mean, the third movie because he's already 14 in the first one, and then probably like, what around 15ish. Well, actually, well, I just said he was 15. Well, he's around 15, so that'll probably be a start to all that. Who knows? If they put him, if they, sorry, I can't speak. If they would have Sally as the love interest, but have Amy support them and be trained by Sonic to be her own hero, they do have permission from Sega to use Western characters. Um, that would definitely be interesting if they were able to use Sally and stuff. A lot of Sonic fans would be like, "Oh shit, they use Sally or the Freedom Fighters and stuff," you know. Because and the reason why that would be a surprise is because they haven't really like even acknowledged the freedom fighters like that, to be honest with you. For starters, I'm not saying that I don't want like but I'm just saying like, oh, I just would be surprised if they actually put them in the movies though. Um, I don't think it'll probably happen though, but mm, I had something in mind, but I can't remember now. But nah, they're probably not gonna really utilize them for the movies. Oh yeah, that's right, because they like to stick close to like nowadays they like to kind of stick a little close to what they have. So mostly they're gonna keep trying to stick with using Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, and probably Amy, like they did in like the Mania stuff and Sonic Origins and Superstars and everything. So it makes sense that they will probably stick with that versus go off the rails and use like, Sally and the Freedom Fighters and stuff, which I'm not saying, like again, that would definitely please a lot of fans too if they did go that route and threw in those characters and stuff. Hold on. if they would have Sally. Well, the kids have crushes too. They just don't fully understand and can't explain their emotions. Yeah, that's true. I mean, children will have like crushes and stuff like that. I'm not gonna deny it. I mean, it happens. But yeah, and some same number of Sonic fans would have raging about Freedom Fighters or just Sally being in the movies. Well, there'll definitely be some kind of uproar. I'll say that. Um, yeah, or some kind of buzz about it. But I'm just saying, like, yeah, at this route or at this rate, I mean, I don't like. It's kind of almost predictable a little bit, but right now they still have them shelved. Let's see. No. Knowing that the movies do have references of the SatAM series, they might have them in. Probably. Um, I'm also thinking too because I know one of the mandates for IDW was that they can't reference anything from well, they specifically can't reference anything from like any other former Sonic continuity, or they can't use characters from that, which kind of sucks because they can't use characters from like Underground, SatAM, um, Archie or whatever without at least going through Sega at first, like going through Sega first about the whole thing. Pretty good. Thanks, Empathetic Black Queen. Well, the movie's director said that the interviews they're not allowed to use anything of Sega America. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, yeah, like I'm sorry, but it's kind of like, yeah, I've seen like this pattern and stuff. I'm not really watching the interviews and stuff, but I'm just like, yeah, from what I already know, I'm just like, yeah, they're going to like really just do this whole thing where they'll like you know, yeah, they're going to like at least keep putting them into a side or something like that, or not really use them and whatnot. Which is why I'm saying like honestly, it's probably better to create fan projects and stuff like that. If you really want to see the characters again, or follow other people that got like fan projects in the works and stuff and want to utilize the characters and stuff. That's why I was making a recommendation to like stuff like season 3 or Archie Sonic Online or whatever, stuff like that. You can definitely find online. That was 2 years ago. The one I found was 3 months ago. Oh, cool. But yeah, definitely would be cool to see other characters. Like I said, it would be cool to just see any character in general, even Bunny, Antoine, Sally, Nicole, Rotor, and stuff. I'm not saying that I think that they will be in the movies. Doubt it, because the movies are mostly like influenced from the games. So they'll try to stick to using more of the game characters or the popular ones from the games than but still. Funny because I'm part of the season 3 team actually. That's pretty nice. I didn't know that. If you don't mind, you can if you don't mind telling me like what do you like what's like what do you do in like season 3? You like work on the comics and stuff or like the animation? Because that would definitely be cool to be a part of like a to be a part of that type of team. Anyways, fan projects have much more love to these characters than Sega of Japan even tried to fake. Well, I'm not gonna lie to you there. Yeah, they definitely are willing to do a lot more with those characters than what Sega's doing currently. And for me, I don't got nothing against Sega for it or anything. I got no ill will, no hate for it. I'm just like, oh, yeah. Well, sometimes you got to do things yourself, if you want something. I'm a backup voice of Sonic. Oh, that's pretty nice. So, like, kind of like a understudy or something. If that's the case, I hope they like utilize your voice for like if if some like not well, I'm not saying I want something to happen to the guy. I was gonna say like if the guy's good and all that stuff as like Sonic, I hope like um if like they utilize your voice in some kind of way, like if you play like a younger Sonic or something, or a yeah, like if you play like a younger Sonic or whatever, or some kind of like that'd be cool too. I hope Sonic Villains fan film production is going strong. Such a great idea and concepts to waste. Even though I do want the SATM cast in, I want the Sonic Underground characters in more. I can explain how Sonic was given to Longclaw a little bit, but well, you guys already know I'm not really crazy about that story like that. Don't get me wrong. I mean, it would be cool to have at least something tethered to that, but yeah. And then what was Ashley saying? Oh yeah, Sonic Villains. Yeah, I am looking forward to Sonic Villains. Though. I hope a part of me is like, man, I want like fast content a little bit, but I know that they're putting their heart and soul, so they can't just rush out anything. I know they got some trailers and some animations and all that stuff out already and all that stuff, but I'm just like, man, I want to see like episode one or something, like kind of like how the Wax had made episode one of like Sonic One and stuff, and currently he's working on episode two, and who knows how long that's gonna take him to finish that. That can take him years to finish up episode two of Marvel Hill Zone or something. So we don't know yet, but yeah, unless you guys are subscribed to his Patreon or unless you actually know, but still. Both of Villains is going to be just a movie so far. The creator said it's going to be like 2, if not 3 hours long. That'd be awesome. Definitely to have that. Yeah, to see all those like universes and stuff. Because I mean, sometimes like I mean, and that's another thing too. I'm just like, um, some of those like plot lines, like with SATM or Underground, needs to be like wrapped up. And they definitely have the ability to do it now and stuff. Because they kind of ended on cliffhangers and stuff. Like Sonic Underground, I know they had something in the Archie comics and stuff. They had like an appearance in the Archie comics, and that was about it. Um, that was, I guess, cool, but you know what I mean. But no, like, no resolution or no conclusion to their story, or like Satyam. I mean, yeah, you do kind of have a epic conclusion, but it's left on a cliffhanger with Snively and Nagus revealing themselves to be the next level threats to the freedom fighters and all that. But yeah, but definitely Sonic Villains will probably deliver on that and stuff. It will probably go all out um and stuff because they're taking like they're pretty much taking like influence from like a lot of other Sonic stuff like the OVA and Archie comics and Fleetway and all that stuff and Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, etc. So yeah, that's cool. There was only Archie Sonic Online number 50, which had underground finale, but we know it's semi-official fan story. I mean, fan story or not, you can kind of like if you want to like accept it's canon or not. I mean, it's not canon, obviously, not officially, but kind of like I would say like what was it, Sonic the Comic Online and stuff because Sonic the Comic, the original one from the Fleetway stuff. Well, it didn't end on a cliffhanger, but it kind of just ended after like their adaptation of Sonic Adventure One, and it's kind of like you can pretty much infer what goes on from then on there. But I would say it's kind of like that with Sonic Underground with that ending. Then, if that's the case, like, oh, okay, so like if it ended, or if some other fan came up with a resolution or a conclusion to that story, then you can have like that happen or something, or you can just be like, okay, well, to me, this is how it ended and stuff. It was pretty well, and there you go. Hmm. Sonic comic is more canon since it has some of the original comic writers, including Nigel Kitchting. Yeah, it is. That is true. So that does make it a lot more official. Plus, it's been around for since I think 2010, I think. So that's actually pretty impressive. All right, what do you guys think? Knuckles and his dead. Rouge's father being major villain, and Master Thief was definitely one of the coolest ideas in that continuity. Hmm. It's been a while since I read Sonic the Comic online though, or at least kept track with all this stuff. I remember I think Sonic got framed for like or not framed, but people found out that in the Fleetway comics that Sonic had a hand in creating Dr. Eggman out of necessity to save the world or whatever. Like it was a predestined thing that was supposed to happen. So I remember that was definitely a plot line from there. But yeah, I think you reminded me of that though. Yeah, Rouge's dad being like a mastermind thief or something. All right, and these are my drawings of Knuckles. That's Knuckles' dad, and little Knuckles right here. All right, one last drawing for the night. Now we're gonna call it in. And I'm drawing this in a different book. Yep, and Sally was a news reporter referencing the '87 April. Oh, that's interesting. And by the way, I drew some of the Mortal Kombat girls and stuff. It's actually on my DeviantArt. I actually have the I sketched them out first, and then I did the digital drawings and stuff um on my computer. So if you guys want to check out the digital drawings and all that, it's on my Instagram. Did it of Jade, Sindel, Katana, Melina. Yeah. All right. Now we're gonna get started on the last drawing. Oops. All right. Now I'm gonna put on some music. Hey, and that reminds me, I kind of just finished up Zatch Bell, like the manga and stuff too. Because the manga, like if you guys remember Zatch Bell is an old anime. It was probably one of my first animes actually, but finally finished that up after a couple of years. But because was rewatching the anime a couple of years back, and I was like, hmm, I know the manga ended differently from what I heard, but I'm gonna come back to it eventually, and I kept putting it off. So eventually, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna finish the manga. Then I finished it. I was like, oh, cool. So that's how it ended. But yeah. So if you guys ever watched the Zatch Bell anime, it definitely ends differently compared to like the manga and everything. Kind of like in a Shaman King kind of way. Like, well, actually, yeah, both manga and anime actually ended it just like that, where the anime had no real conclusion, and as for like the manga, it had a conclusion, definitely some kind of like epic final battle and everything. It was crazy, but yeah. If you can tell who that is obviously Sue from My Hero Academia. Tomorrow is supposed to be her birthday, so decided, hey, why not do a drawing of the character and stuff to get ahead of the game. And that will be my bonus for tonight before I sun out. This song's probably going to be a throwback. Mm-hmm. Mhm. If you guys still have any questions, you guys can definitely ask me. If not, forever hold your peace. That I watched this one. I can't think of any. To be fair, I'm kind of working on my own project since I started going to writing lessons recently. Oh, that's pretty cool. The biggest obstacle now is to create at least a short song for it. Never had any experience doing it. Oh, you talking about for your story? For me, I mean, I never really took writing classes or anything like that. I'm mostly like, I just do it for me, you know. But I think how I definitely majorly improved is because I like read a lot of books and stuff, and it made me a lot more like critical and like able to like study other things better. Where I'm like, oh, okay, I understand this, or I see this in a more critical light, or I can see why, so on and so forth, or what works and how this doesn't work. Oh, you join Azumi, I noticed. Oh yeah, since tomorrow's her birthday and everything, I figured why not? Yeah, just a in-story song. The biggest problem is stop myself from editing everything before finishing the action story. Huh, that's actually pretty cool. Um, I mean, I don't really have any like advice. I would just say like, just go for it. Try not to overthink it, you know, or just do whatever works for you. Together we can make it do. How do you feel about the new My Hero Academia movie 4? There's a new movie? I didn't know. I definitely remember seeing I've seen the first 3 obviously in theaters. First one, I think I might have saw that by myself. The second one, I saw that with my younger cousins as we're both into My Hero Academia. And the third one I saw with both my cousin, my aunt, and stuff. But if I had to say, the third one's probably my favorite, followed up with the first one, then the second one, I guess. Yeah. I wonder what the fourth one would be about. Yeah, there's a new trailer that came out like a week or so ago. Dang. Man, I need to get back on My Hero Academia. Not to say I've been gone for long, but it's just like there hasn't really been a whole lot of news. I know recently they just talked about that Deku has like a new dark form or something like that. And I was like, dang, well, I better hop on the manga again, especially since I just finished up One Piece even. But yeah, that's how you know I could definitely catch up. But yeah, I think the last time I read My Hero Academia was probably when Ochiko was dealing with Toga and stuff, and she locked her new a new power to her quirk where she can make other things like float without having to touch them and stuff, like Shigaraki and all that. So yeah, but I'm not too far behind either, so I think I'm confident that I can definitely catch up without a doubt to the recent chapters. Yeah, oh yeah, I just read that. Sorry. Mm, Mm, cool. Yep. Almost finished too. I just have to. All right. All right. So I guess this has been the stream and stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed and whatnot. Listen to the music and the background noise and me talk a little bit. I know it's been a little boring and long, but hey, it is what it is. I do what I do best. I draw, you know. If you want to see a lot of my other drawings, I'm on Instagram. If you want to like donate to me and commission me, I'm on Coffee as well. I put the link in the chat box, so if you want to peep that out, look me up. You know, I go by Lord Kasune on Instagram, or I go by Joning Level Charizard. I know, but yeah. All right, this is the Joning Level Fox. I'm out. Peace, and until we meet again. And thank you all for coming in.